Ever wondered why rattlesnakes are so fascinating? These slithering creatures with their iconic rattling tails have captivated humans for centuries. Rattlesnakes, part of the viper family, are found predominantly in the Americas, from southern Canada all the way down to central Argentina. They inhabit a variety of habitats, from deserts to mountains, from grasslands to forests. What sets rattlesnakes apart from their fellow serpents? Well, their defining feature is, of course, the rattle. This unique adaptation, a hollow segment at the end of their tails, creates a distinctive sound when shaken that sends a clear warning to any potential threats. But there's more to these serpents than just their signature sound. Rattlesnakes are also known for their potent venom, their heat-sensing capabilities, and their diverse color patterns, each feature a fascinating testament to their adaptability and survival skills. Ready to dive into the thrilling world of rattlesnakes? Hold on tight! Fact number 10. Rattlesnakes can strike at a speed that would put an Olympic sprinter to shame. Now let's dive into that a bit. Imagine you're watching the 100-meter dash. The whistle blows and they're off. But before you can even blink, a rattlesnake has already struck. Astonishing, isn't it? A rattlesnake's strike is not just swift, it's lightning quick. In less than a blink of an eye, a rattlesnake can launch itself forward and deliver a venomous bite. To put that in perspective, the average human blink takes about 1/10 of a second. A rattlesnake can strike its prey in half that time. So while we marvel at the speed of athletes, remember, there's a slithery sprinter in the wild that could easily outpace them. This isn't just about speed, it's about survival. And in the world of rattlesnakes, the fast truly do eat the slow. Next time when you think you're fast, remember, a rattlesnake could outstrike you. Fact number 9. The rattle of a rattlesnake is a bone-chilling symphony of terror. Now let's dive into the details. This infamous rattle is a fascinating piece of biological engineering. It's made up of interlocking segments of keratin, the same stuff our nails and hair are made of. As the snake grows, a new segment is added every time it sheds its skin. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The rattlesnake vibrates its tail rapidly, causing these segments to knock against each other, creating that distinctive, hair-raising sound. This serves as a warning to potential predators and a way to communicate with other snakes. However, contrary to popular belief, rattlesnakes don't always rattle before they strike. Sometimes they prefer the element of surprise, so the next time you hear a rattle, it's best to keep your distance. Fact number 8. Rattlesnakes are not picky eaters. Now, you might be thinking surely a venomous creature like a rattlesnake must have a refined palate. But the truth is, these slithery gourmands are not fussy when it comes to their menu. From small mammals like mice and rats to birds, amphibians, and even insects, rattlesnakes are more than happy to tuck into a wide variety of cuisine. You see, rattlesnakes are opportunistic hunters. Their venom not only serves as a defense mechanism but also helps them immobilize and digest their prey. This adaptability in diet is one of the reasons why rattlesnakes can thrive in such diverse environments. Whether it's the arid desert or the lush forest, as long as there's a meal to be had, a rattlesnake is not far behind. So whether it's a 3-course rat dinner or a quick insect snack, rattlesnakes sure know how to keep their diet varied. Fact number 7. Rattlesnakes are cold-blooded, but they're not as cold as you think. Now, when we say cold-blooded, we don't mean they've got icy hearts. It's actually their way of life. Being cold-blooded or ectothermic means that rattlesnakes can't produce their own body heat. Instead, they rely on the environment to regulate their body temperature. This might seem like a disadvantage, but it's actually a pretty nifty survival trick. During the scorching daytime, they find shady spots to cool down. When the desert night turns chilly, they seek out warm spaces, often curling up in burrows or beneath rocks. They are masters of temperature regulation, expertly maneuvering through their environment to maintain the perfect body temperature. But their favorite way to warm up? Basking in the sun. Yes, rattlesnakes are sun worshippers, soaking up rays to raise their body temperature. So, they might be cold-blooded, but they sure know how to bask in the sun. Fact number 6. Rattlesnakes. They're not just land lovers, these slithering serpents are quite the aquatic adventurers. With their flattened bodies acting like makeshift paddles, rattlesnakes can swim surprisingly well. It's not just for fun though. These snakes use their swimming skills to hunt for food, crossing bodies of water to reach prey. And when danger looms, a quick dip in the water can be a lifesaver, allowing them to escape predators. So next time you're at the lake, remember, who knew snakes could be such good swimmers? Fact number 5. Rattlesnakes give birth to live young. That's right, unlike many of their slithering counterparts, rattlesnakes don't lay eggs. They are what's known as ovoviviparous, a fancy term meaning they carry eggs inside their bodies. But here's the twist. These eggs hatch internally, so mother rattlesnakes actually give birth to live young. Imagine being a mom-to-be rattlesnake, carrying around a bunch of tiny, wriggling snakelets inside you. And when the big day arrives, out they come, all ready to rattle. Each newborn is a perfect miniature version of its parents, equipped with a tiny yet fully functioning rattle and a set of fangs. Isn't nature just full of surprises? Rattlesnakes, these fascinating creatures, never cease to amaze us with their unique attributes. They truly are a testament to the diverse and intriguing ways life manifests on our planet. Rattlesnakes, breaking stereotypes one baby at a time. Fact number 4, not every rattlesnake bite is a death sentence. Now don't get me wrong, a rattlesnake bite is no walk in the park. The venom of these slithering creatures is potent and can cause severe reactions. But here's a twist that might surprise you. Rattlesnakes actually have control over how much venom they inject with each bite. Yes, you heard that right. These serpents are not just mindless venom machines. They can decide how much venom to inject based on factors like the size of the prey, the perceived threat level, and whether they're hunting or defending themselves. It's almost like they have their own little venom barometer. However, it's important to remember that even a small amount of venom can cause serious harm, and a rattlesnake bite should always be treated as a medical emergency. So stay safe out there, folks. Remember, a rattlesnake bite is always a medical emergency, but not always a fatal one. Fact number 3, rattlesnakes can live for more than 2 decades in the wild. Isn't that something? These slithering survivalists have been known to hit the ripe old age of 25, thanks to their stealth hunting skills and hardy nature. Even in captivity, they can clock in around 20 to 30 years, given the right care. Factors like diet, predators, and environment play a big role in their longevity. So, rattlesnakes sure know how to stick around. Fact number 2, even rattlesnakes have to watch their backs. It might be surprising to learn that these formidable creatures, famed for their deadly venom and intimidating rattle, have to constantly be on the lookout for danger. Nature has a funny way of keeping everyone in check, and rattlesnakes are no exception. Now, who would dare to tangle with a rattlesnake, you ask? Well, the answer includes a slew of courageous creatures. Hawks and eagles, with their keen eyes and swift talons, are known to swoop down and snatch up unsuspecting rattlesnakes for a meal. Coyotes and foxes, with their agile bodies and cunning minds, also pose a significant threat. Even other snakes like the king snake have been known to have rattlesnake on the menu. But perhaps the most unexpected predator of the rattlesnake is the mongoose. This small, ferocious creature is resistant to the rattlesnake's venom and can kill and consume the snake with relative ease. So it's not all easy sailing for these slithering serpents. And finally, fact number 1, a rattlesnake's rattle doesn't contain any loose parts. Yes, you heard it right. Contrary to popular belief, the rattlesnake's rattle isn't a maraca filled with tiny pebbles. It's actually a series of hollow, interlocking segments made of keratin, the same stuff your fingernails are made of. When a rattlesnake shakes its tail, these segments vibrate against each other, creating that iconic, chilling sound we all know and fear. Each time the snake sheds its skin, a new segment is added to the rattle. However, they aren't permanent. Older segments at the end of the rattle often break off over time. So, a rattlesnake's age can't be determined by the number of segments in its rattle. This remarkable structure is not only a unique adaptation, but also a testament to the rattlesnake's place as one of the most fascinating and misunderstood creatures in the animal kingdom. And that's the last shake of the rattle for today's countdown. So, what are the top 3 most surprising facts about rattlesnakes, you ask? Well, let's recap. First up, the speed of a rattlesnake strike. It's not just quick, it's lightning fast. In the blink of an eye, the rattlesnake can strike its target. The speed at which they strike is enough to make anyone's head spin. Secondly, the miracle of life takes an unusual turn in the world of rattlesnakes. Unlike many reptiles that lay eggs, rattlesnakes give birth to live young. Yep, you heard that right. Live babies, not eggs. And finally, the iconic sound of the rattlesnake, that chilling rattle. Believe it or not, the rattle doesn't contain any loose parts. It's a series of hollow segments that click against each other to produce that unmistakable sound. And that's a wrap. Remember, respect these fascinating creatures from a distance and they'll do the same.